get all sorts of different template ones to try to make a card. Put my stickers away. Okay guys, we're on to a card, I guess. So we'll get some You Are Lovely, eh? Let's get some paper. This is pretty paper. Ooh, it's very pretty paper. It's very shiny. You guys can see that. It's very, very shiny. Come on, focus. So it's a nice shine to it. Okay, and then we need flowery color. Flower. Maybe we'll do a gray or silver flower. Oh, bringing the springy colors. Oh, maybe this one. That's quite nice. That will go very nicely. So that's layer number 2. And we need layer number 3, which appears to be white. With a stamp. Looks like they just used a pair of, well, they probably had the stamp, the thing to go through the machine. But I only have, oh, it didn't stick. Oh, guys, it did not stick. Oh, terrible. This was my, I was making this stamp for reversing stamps. Apparently if you, so you have a stamp and it's facing that direction, but you want it to face that direction. So you stamp it on this first, and then you take it and you stamp it on the paper, and it transfers. But my stuff didn't glue. I mean, I thought it glued, but apparently plastic doesn't like to be glued. Maybe it will stick with this. Alright, see if this works. Oh, really? You never knew you could reverse stamps? Yeah. Yeah, it's in one of my VODs. I was using different materials to see which would transfer the best. And this particular one was the best at transferring, and it didn't stick again. It was I cut a piece off of a rubber mat. Hold on. Yeah, because I tried this material, and it did not work. I tried the big, the squishy. Some people have this, the squishy. Is it like a gesso mat or something? It's. I wish I hadn't thrown away the paper to tell you what it is. But anyway, I tried that. That didn't work. I tried some different papers, but this rubber, whatever this breed of dollar store rubber, is the one that works. You're only 7 months in. Oh, well, wait till you're 10 years in, girl. And you can be like, yeah. But still, I still learn new stuff. I've been in about 10 years and, okay, excuse me. I've been collecting for 10 years. I've been preparing for my crafting sessions for 10 years. And now I'm actually crafting, which is why I have so much stuff. Because I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting, so I go and buy it. And I did that for 10 years, but I never actually made anything. So, so bad. I'm gonna have to just Google on it. But yeah, it's a rubber mat, and I cut a piece off. What's on it? I wish I had it. Here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I guess this is a Mod Podge version. But it's a rubber... I think you put it down when you're using your hot glue gun. Yeah, and I just cut a chunk out of it, which I probably shouldn't have, because, you know, the stupid mat was probably $10. But, yeah, you stamp... So you stamp the... You take this, and you stamp it, and then you flip it on the paper, and then you go splat, and it transfers the paper. It also matters on the ink too. I went through a bunch of the different inks, and some types of inks work better than others. So whether it's a watercolor ink, archival ink, pigment ink, yeah, there's different inks, and they show different, you know, scale of 1 to 5. They all have different scales. But yeah, it's 10 years of collecting. That's why I'm saying you don't buy all this at once. You buy it over time while things are on sale. You're like, ooh, I might use that. Ooh, I might use that. And it's on sale. Hey, it's 75% off. Oh, I gotta buy it. You know, I might use it later. Yeah. Don't buy mites, guys. You might use it later. Yeah, don't bother with that. Just don't. If you're not going to use it that day or that week, don't get it. But what you do is take the money you were going to buy on it and put that money aside for the things you really want to get. Because usually the things you really want to get are really expensive. So, like I found out my cheap stamps. I have loads of cheap stamps, you know, $1 a piece, whatever. We get them at the discount store. Yeah, the stamp you really want is like... I'll show you my stamps that I really wanted. These are like the $25 stamps. So save up for your $25 stamps, because you will use them constantly, forever. And yeah, save up. These were, however, on clearance, so I did wait for a sale. Someone who knows my addiction sent me a text, and they're like, oh, they're on clearance right now. And I put on my jacket right that moment, and I went and bought some. But yeah, so I only got them for like $3, which is awesome. But yeah, versus like, you can get tons of these type things for $1 at the dollar store, which you might use once or twice, maybe. So yeah, just kind of save up. Like if you see a YouTuber using a set of something, that's how I bought my reindeer, because I was watching a YouTuber and I'm like, ooh, that looks really nice. I can do that. She did way better crafts and cards than I did, but I had fun and I had seen how it could be used, and it was just, yeah. Little things, little things. Because even like inks, you're not going to buy all these inks at once. What's your trick on a heat gun with how to use it to not melt things? I almost melted my damn car. Yeah, you need a glass mat. You need a glass. And then the heat won't go through the glass. Yeah, mine broke. So, I don't have a glass mat anymore. Some people use a wood. They'll go and buy a cheap cutting board. And they'll use the cutting board. Yeah, and then you need tweezers for your holding your paper. Yeah. And there was something else I saw too. Someone... they didn't use tweezers. They used something else. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. I should remember to do that. And now I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it's, so get a wood cutting board, like, you know, from the kitchen, cutting board. Or get a chunk of glass and use your glass. But yeah, I totally broke my glass, so I don't have glass anymore. And I haven't bought a new wood board yet. But yeah, you're right. You will melt everything else because it's all plastic, right? Plastic heat melts. Yeah, bad. It's all bad. Clothespins to hold paper to emboss. Yeah, yes, clothespins too. Absolutely. Just something to keep your fingers away from it, right? Yeah, guys, I'll pop in if you got suggestions. Hey, we like suggestions, man. We love suggestions. I mean, I am in no way a professional here. I am a learning in process. I have closet chaos here. Yes. And I love it because it's fun. It's just, you just go and you do and oh, sorry. Craziness going on. Yeah. I haven't embossed yet with it. I just dry regular stuff like my regular inks. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Your poor mat, though, gets really warped, doesn't it? I may have wrecked 1 or 2 mats in my lifetime. Yeah. Yeah, I like the clothespins. That's not too bad. Because I suppose even my tweezers are all metal, so eventually the heat would go right up the metal, right up it, and get to your fingers eventually. I am getting totally distracted, guys. But this is fun. I like this. This is good conversation, guys. So, Nana Crafts, you must do paper crafting. Do you stream? Not yet, but soon. Ooh, suspense. Well, you know what? I'll have to puppy follow. Because we love our paper crafters. Where are you? Oh, I'm already following you. Well, I guess I can't double follow you yet. I love my Tim Holtz glass media mat. Yeah, see, I didn't get that. I got the jelly mat instead. And I used it once, and I realized that I should have got the smaller jelly mat. Yeah, this is like, I don't know, it was fun, like, it's all goopy, and, I really, yeah, so this is the, I don't know if you've watched, Crafts from the Dungeon. She brings out like a pillow shaped thing and she squirts paint all over it and she dabs her paper on it. It's plastic wrap, newspaper's wrapped in plastic or something. So her newspaper is wrapped in plastic is the jerry rig, and this is the expensive rig. So Crafts from the Dungeon has one that costs like what is free, some tape. And then, can you do Streamlabs on your phone? I download that to my laptop, but I think for a cell phone. Okay, cell phone. I did it for 3 months. You can actually go back through my old videos and go right to the very, very old ones. So the only thing with the video with the cell phone is you can't have all the fancy stuff. So you can't have the noises and the follows and the all those cool things that you see in the other streams there, because it's not Streamlabs, it's like Stream app or something. It's toned down. so you can't do a lot of fancy things. But if you just want to get on live, like the same when you're chatting, right? You've got to actually look up at your cell phone to read the chat. So it's a very awkward setup, I guess. But hey, it's cool. It got me on. I played with it. It was fun. And then I went to the laptop with, as you go through my videos, and then I went to a laptop with only 2 gigs of RAM, which was painful. It literally took 22 minutes to boot the machine and start the program so I could stream. Every time I wanted to stream, I had to start it 22 minutes before I wanted to stream. It was painful. But then I could do my fancy things. And now I have, then I moved to a laptop, a new to me old laptop, which had 4 gigs of RAM. Really old. It was still 6 years old. We went from like the 10-year-old laptop to the 6-year-old laptop. And then it died on me last week. And now I'm working off of kind of a tablet laptop thing that is 8 gigs of RAM. And yeah. So much better. Literally, I can start up and within 5 minutes I'm streaming. So you go through a process. It's a process. It's a process. It's a process. And even now, it's like, oh, okay, now I've got to make my emotes, and I've got to make, figure out what I want to call my stream. Like, what do I don't have a gimmick yet. I don't have a gimmick. Like I don't have the thing that goes around like a square. I don't know. I mean, just last week I figured out how to do the whatever this is, the Instagram flipping picture thing. Yeah, I just figured out how to do that last week. And I want to redo my logo, my little flower. Yeah, so just different, lots and lots of things I want to redo and to change. But anyway, yeah, this is probably a $40 object right here, regular price. Sorry, backtracking. And or you can just wrap newspaper in plastic bags. But yeah, essentially you're just squirting paint on it. You roll it with the. Do I have my roller out? Where's my rollers? Yeah, there's my roller. Yeah, brayer. There we go. Brayer. And so you squirt your paint, you put your brayer, you put your paper down, and you peel it up, and it makes a big mess. And it's awesome. And then this dries, and you get paint all over it, and paint all over it. And then eventually you can take the big strips of that carpenter paint, or no, tape. Oh, Nightbot, I've banned you. Anyway, I don't know how to get him gone. I've tried. You put tape along and you can peel it off, and it peels up all the old paint, and then you can use those strips of paper on your scrapbook. Yeah. It's a fun little tool. Again, if you're brand new, you're not going to need one of these. But same, I was going along and it was on sale one week, and you're like, ooh, I need that. That looks like something I might use in the future. Yes. Mm-hmm. Sorry guys, take a quick sip there. And chocolate covered almonds. Everybody have a snack. Go have a snack. Mm-hmm.
I'm doing laundry.
I will come down later.
In the dryer.
Mm-hmm. People are popping in my door. Alright, what size card am I going to make? I don't know what size card I'm going to make. That damn Nightbot. I know, right? Like Sugar Cookies, he's just always there. I unmodded him.
I thought I deleted him. And he pops up. And I don't even know what command he's trying to get rid of. Too many snacks. No such thing as too many snacks. Maybe too many unhealthy snacks. But never, not too many snacks. Because, I mean, these are not... Yes, I unmodded my own Nightbot. I even tried to ban him. So I couldn't type anymore. It didn't work. And the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. I thought he was a boy, but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away. Alright. How big a card are we gonna make? Let's find out what kind of envelopes I have. Because otherwise I'll have to make an envelope. And I don't like making envelopes. So. Those seem very, very small. Okay, now you fixed the alienish sound. It keeps coming and going. No idea, guys. No idea. Yeah. Don't know what to tell you. I'm pure amateur here. I know nothing. Even my bitrate's freaking out. Yeah, definitely tell me what's the... Because when I go through my mod, when I go through my VOD video, whatever, later, then I can see, maybe it'll tell me more interesting things. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Alright, this I feel is very, very small card. Like super small. Like, because then the paper is only that big. Yeah, this is too small. So, well, how big is this thing? Where's that envelope thing I used the other day? I want my card size to be a 5x6. Alright. Which is probably really big, but whatever. Try night, not bot. Really? Night, bot, remove. Cool. So maybe if I fix him later, I can bring him back. I hope anyway. One day he'll come back. Yeah. Then watch him sneak himself back in. We'll wait and see. Alright, 5x6, guys. 5x6. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. He's gone. He will not disturb us anymore. He should be called Ghostbot. That's awesome. Yes, thank you, Nene Crafts. You must have wandered off and Googled that because I could not figure out how to do it. Again, learning curve. Learning curve, learning curve. I want the second one, which is probably a 4. Four by 5. Nice. Gorgeous. Okay, I have enough for 2. And then we have leftovers. So one big flowerish stamp to go on the white. Where's my white? So my white will be three by 4? 3 by 4. Scrap you my centerpieces, and then we need a big flowery stamp. I think I have a big sunflower in here. Nice big flower. Oh, actually, we could do the bird, maybe? I've done a bird before. And do hello. I know, right? Yeah, this only took me like 4 streams to get this done. And it's not even all of them. I did have a big flower. Oh, there's the big flower. Let's see, we got a... How big is my paper?
Well, I think the crazy birds might have it. I don't know what to color the crazy birds. I've never colored the crazy birds before. I've done the cacti though. Cactus, it was fun. Oh, right, this was my font. Hold on. I just passed it. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we'll need those. That's like the thinking of you. Oh, there's my flowers. Well, wasn't the one I saw in my head. That's okay. Maybe the one I saw in my head is in another stash. Alright, we're gonna do crazy birds. Because it seemed to tickle everybody's fancy. Ouch, 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 ouch. Don't stub your toe. Ow. Oops, I need those. Do not need those. Oh, hold on. I only got so much room on my table, so I have to clean up as I go. I am just cruising for a bruising today. Sliced my thumb open. Ugh. Anyway, alright, crazy birds. Crazy birds. And I don't know what sentiment yet. I like the hello. Also these hellos. Ooh, friends are the best medicine. Paper. This will throwaways. Alright, which crazy bird are we going to take? Skinny, chunky, funky hair. Who do we want on our card, guys? Any choices? Any comments? I'm going to use this guy. These guys have these weird eyeballs that are like, I'm so afraid. Yeah. The other guy's like Elvis. I'm going to sing at the top of my lungs until someone pays attention to me. Yes. Alright, Mr. Elvis Presley here. Let's get you onto stamping pad. Oh, you're too big for him. Oh, you're stamping. And this is where you could do like the opposite, right? Like this guy's facing this way. So if I had my rubber ready, then I could flip him so he faces the other way. pretty. I'll do a second one for my second one. Go. I've got my clean. Stinky, stinky stamp cleaner. Flip it over. I've got the cutter. Put him away. This guy's away. Ooh. Jeez, computer, freaking me out. This is where I've improvised. I bought a dollar store cutting mat and I cut the end off so it would fit in. So I didn't have to buy so many plastic, these things. Because they be expensive, boys. Well, hopefully that fits perfectly. Yep. Washi tape. Where's my washi tape? I need washi tape. My kingdom for washi tape. Cute. together. Okay. I know, right? So cute. Okay. I feel like these white sheets need some color, but then he might need some color. Oh, choices, choices, choices. Let's do the, let's see what I got. Words. Maybe the words will. We've got. The only problem with that one is I probably have to cut it out. Like I have to manually cut that out. Or we could do this one. Oh, that comes apart. Hello. That one might be a little big. Oh, it goes up top. Yeah, not too sure on that one. Maybe this hello? That's a little better spacing. Away some stamps. I have too many out. Put that away. Or just a note. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, they put it on top. They have 3-dimensional. So I guess that other hello would have worked. Okay, so we've got, we could do friends are the best medicine. Kind of like that territory. And that will be stamped on a blue background. We've got just hello. Or we can do, this is just a note. So many choices. Well, let's stamp them all. That's what we'll do. Guess we'll do a white. Try white ink. Sorry, I got real quiet, didn't I? Focused on my stash. Okay. Will this ink show up? Back to my inks. I don't know, guys. None of my inks are really showing up on this blue. Oop, ah, no. You hear nothing. I may have dropped something. Oh, I need like a drop counter. You know, like some they have the counter, like how many times somebody stabs themselves on the streams. Yeah, I need one that says like how many times I dropped something. So gross. I have an ink pad that is very inky. It's very liquidy-ish inky. Yes. And it couldn't be a watercolor ink. Nope, it has to be a pigment ink. Okay, I'm going to attempt some embossing, I think, because I don't like any of my inks. I'm not good at embossing. I will claim that right off the bat. There's one of the Christmas cards from way back. And we are going to silver or white. Clear sparkle. Oh no, clear. Opaque. Yes, we want opaque. Detail embossing powder. Yes. So we'll try it in white first. And if we don't like white, we can try... I don't think the chunky one will work. And this is the detail in black. So maybe we'll try one of the two. Okay. I want it to give me ink. I want to re-ink my pad, but I didn't realize it doesn't come off. Essentially, it's a glue. Okay. Let's get this cooking here, guys. Okay. Sure, it's not too bad, actually. And get my gun out. Okay, guys, sorry it's gonna be loud for a second. Okay. May have oopsed on the hello there a little bit, but alright, we'll cut them out. And chugging away. I think I have a twirly. Maybe? If you do it underneath for a second first, it will adhere. So when you put the heat on top, if there's any loose particles, don't just blow off. So it's just kind of heating it to melt it down, and then when you go on top, it won't blow away. But you can do it from the top if you want. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I just saw somebody do it from the bottom one day, and I'm like, I'll try that, and it magically worked. So. Neither here nor there. Oh, see, I messed up, man. Should have made them further apart is what I should have did. What kind of stencils have I got? Yeah, sugar, it's kind of neat. It's kind of different. Okay. Got our bad bird. And see, my just a note kind of warped it. So I think we're just going to do the friends are the best medicine. And we're going to those scissors are just a little too small. Has anybody got plans for the week other than work? Or people like doing weird things, like exciting things, like renovating the basement just because you can. Okay, this is... And to drop something. See, I need a counter. What's that? Drop number 7 tonight? I can have a competition with myself. Doo, 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 doo. Okay. You are going to have a little bit. Should really color this guy, but I don't know what I'm going to color him as. This guy needs a 3-dimensional. Wish I have a doctor's appointment and don't work due to disability I have. Doctor's appointment could be interesting. Depending on the appointment. But yeah, no, sorry about the disability there. It's a disabilities suck. Yep. My dad's got ankylosing spondylitis. If you don't know what that is, you essentially, every bone in your body fuses and you become a statue. How's that for entertainment? And he has lived with that since he got his first hip replaced when he was 24, I think. Yeah, something like that. Alrighty, got this one. almost done, guys. Nope. Holy smokes. Nearly did it on the wrong side. No, wrong one. Oh, pay attention, Alexa. Yeah, it's are you working in the pandemic? No, my boss has given me the time off to go look after my mom with her cancer treatments. Yeah, my dad's like, yeah, he's lived with it for, well, he's in his 70s now, so what's that? 50 years he's lived with it. And I guess I should say I've lived with it, and his wife's lived with it, and, you know, pretty much. Yeah, it's and shockingly, it's actually fairly common. Most people, it can almost take up to 10 years to be properly diagnosed. And a lot of people are misdiagnosed, and then by the time they are diagnosed, it's too late, and they've ruined, they've caused, they treat it like arthritis. And if you treat it like arthritis, because it looks like it when it starts. It looks like arthritis. Oh, you know, a little ache in the bone and ache in this. But the only way to diagnose is to get an X-ray, or is it MRI, of the bone right at the base of your butt. That very first bone. And that is how you diagnose it. It's like ankylosing, I don't know. Anyway, and yeah, and most people just chalk it up to arthritis, but it's not treated the same. Like he almost got incorrectly treated. He was lucky. A doctor said, "Why don't we just do an X-ray just for kicks? You know, just in case." And they caught it, and then he was lucky, so he didn't get. Because most people who have it pass away within 20 years of getting it, kind of thing, because they're incorrectly diagnosed. And but you see people like with the hunchbacks, like their top of their skull, like they hunch right over, and they curl up as they get older. That's the disease. And essentially your bones all go together, and yeah, it's an interesting disease. You move it or you lose it is the way it works with that disease. If you keep moving and you keep being active and you keep everything pretty much. But if you stop, even for like a week, then you lose it and you can't get it back. Because in that disease, like when you work out as a regular person, right? You work out, your muscles get harmed. Like you don't harm your muscles, but you give them microscopic pain or microscopic, what do you call it when you work out? When you work out in the gym, your muscles are strained, and then when they heal stronger, kind of thing, or they heal. Anyway, if you do that when you have a disease, instead of it healing stronger, it heals into bone, like it solidifies it, so you can't hurt yourself. If you hurt yourself, you strain your shoulder, or you hurt your back, instead of it healing itself properly, it actually heals itself into a solid state, into a bone, or into a, I don't think it's bone, but it heals itself into a solid state. So you don't want to hurt yourself, but you don't want to stop activity either. Which is why my dad swam 3 to 5 times a week, and he would walk around in the yard, and he'd chop wood, and he'd all sorts of stuff, just to keep himself active, even if just walking up and down, the stairs. And for curiosity too, it is a genetic disease, so I could inherit it. But anyway, most people get it when they're in their late 30s, early 40s, kind of thing. But he got it when he was in his 20s. So small pair of scissors. That's like the medium pair. My itsy bitsies and my great bigs, but I can't find my individuals betweens. Oh, they're so small. I need my betweens. Maybe that was where my scissors had fell on the floor. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, it's good entertainment. So, well, I will say, if anybody does get that disease, getting a pacemaker put in early will save your life multiple times. I just found out about it last year. Oh my god. There's a wake-up call. So was it just because the symptoms started showing up? Or because the symptoms were there all along, it's just that you had doctors who didn't diagnose properly? I know my kid's got issues, but we haven't been able to figure out what's wrong with her yet. It's probably fibromyalgia is what we think, but apparently fibromyalgia is not diagnosable. It's just what they call it once they've run out of ideas. So she's getting tested for everything under the sun. And in the meantime, she gets migraines and misses school half the year. It's great. So I live an entertaining life. Yes, yes, yes. Long story short, alright. But it causes me to get sick easily with colds and infections, and finally my dad figured it out. Nice! Well, that's good. Somebody figured it out. It's always nice when there's a reason behind it, right? And then you can actually, like, you know, actually tell your teachers, hey, I have this problem. I have to, you know, I need special privileges kind of thing. That's what I go in the very first day of classes with my kid. Who, your daughter, did you say? I think I have fibromyalgia is just, it's like the last thing they decide what it is. It's like, oh, it can't be anything else, so it must be this. At least that's what one of my coworkers has it too, so it's just one of those. Yeah, that's really pretty. Now ideally I'd probably put a little bit of something on that white card to make it not so white, but it's a pretty card. There's a lot more involved things, and I'm beyond school. Oh, Nene Costa, you got it too? Yeah, it's wild stuff. I want to put something there, but anyway. It's a little note. It's cute. I did like this hello because it's got a little bloop. Little bloop bloop. So how long did it take you to get diagnosed? Was it same, like 3 or 4 years kind of thing? I am in a fire support group, and I just out everything they explain, just about everything I experienced. Yeah, isn't that wild? Like, you don't know, and then you do know, and it's like, ah, that's totally me. Yeah. Like, I know I've got
well, I've got mental issues, but I've got mental issues. That actually has a legitimate name. I don't actually know what it is now, but it's the squirrel syndrome. You know, when you're focusing on something and your brain goes someplace else. There's actually a syndrome for that. 10 years from rheumatoid arthritis too. Wow. Nene, you go. Holy smokes, 10 years. So you've had it for 10 years, or it took them 10 years to diagnose? I'm not looking forward to the arthritis thing. I'm sure I've got some of it already, but I'm totally ignoring it. Yeah. 10 years to diagnose. Yeah, they have to go through every single other test. I have ADHD, which they joke about the squirrel jokes. Yeah. Well, I'm not technically diagnosed with anything, but I'm pretty sure I got something going on. Because I'm a squirrel all the way around. Yep. Absolutely. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. So thanks for the conversation, guys. I really appreciate the chat in the chat room. It makes it the stream go a lot faster and a lot fun. And we made our cards, and we made a scrapbook page, and I talked about my colostrum bags earlier, and yeah, it's been great. Absolutely wonderful. So everybody say hello to Rails, Crafts from the Dungeon. When you get there, give her a big woo-ha. If you want to hit the follow button just before you leave, that would be awesome. And you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time. And yeah, you guys will hang out and we'll chat and it'll be good. Bye, everybody.